Hello, I am Lola The Adventurer. Soy Lola La Aventurera.
Déjame ver si aquí te abre la... Es que se tarda un poco. Ah, ok, ahora sí. Vamos, ya mismo vamos a empezar.
Hola, soy
Saludos.
Lola La Aventurera.
Ya ustedes ven, señoras y señores, les habla Jesús, su administrador del grupo Todo sobre Lucha Libre. Tenemos Lola Aventurera, pero la entrevista será en inglés porque aunque ella es peruana, pues nacida y criada en Estados Unidos y pues hasta el momento no domina muy bien el español y queremos ayudarla, ¿verdad? Para que ella se pueda expresar. Cualquier cosita yo la voy a publicar en YouTube, no la voy a traducir porque entonces la entrevista sería mucho más larga. La voy a publicar en YouTube y tan pronto esté publicada voy a buscar la manera de que YouTube pues pueda poner subtítulos en español para que ustedes disfruten la entrevista. Well, Lola, how are you? How do you feel so far?
Yeah, I'm actually really good right now. I'm very excited to be talking to someone from Puerto Rico. So that's great.
Bueno, mi gente, ustedes van a descubrir ya mismo por qué la escogimos allá para la entrevista, ¿ok? Ya van a ver. Well, Lola, right now we have the COVID-19 on your personal life. Does this affect you mentally or in a physical way?
Um, yeah, so with COVID, when it was first beginning, it was nice. I thought it was just going to be short, 2 weeks. I was just going to relax, and then we were in quarantine for more than 2 weeks, and so that's when I was getting a little anxious, like, when is this going to be over? I want to go to the gym. I want to train again. So, um but it was nice to kind of relax and not do anything for a while.
Okay, Lola, what or who is your inspiration to become a wrestler?
I mean, who inspired me? I loved watching the diva era growing up. Actually, one of my favorites was Melina. And so I always wanted to be like her. I don't know if it was because she was also Latina, but that was definitely one of the reasons. And um, yeah.
Okay. Lola, who trained you?
Who trained me? So that is Manny Lemons. He actually owns a company here in Utah called Devotion Championship Wrestling.
Okay. How did you feel the first day of training? Do you feel hurt? Do you feel like I don't want to come back anymore? Uh, you feel tired? How do you feel that first day of training?
Yeah, the first day of training, I was super excited. I was nervous, didn't know what to expect at all. Um, One of the first things we learn is how to fall on our back, so we don't hit our heads. But of course, I hit my head a few times. But after that, I was like, okay. I was able to get it the first day, which is really good. Um, and so then I kept coming back. It's been difficult for sure. I feel like I have to work a little harder because I'm shorter than everyone else, um, uh, but yeah, I kept coming back.
Okay. If you remember your first match, how do you feel walking to the ring? With whom do you have that first match at? And do you win or you lose that match?
My first match was against Savannah Thorne. She actually appeared in AEW for a little bit, but for me, my very first match, it was the same. I was excited, I was nervous, but also I was comfortable because she was the first person that I uh, was training with, and so to have me and her wrestle, I think there was just like a I was very comfortable knowing that she was going to help me through the match. And unfortunately, I lost, but that's okay because it was my first match.
Okay, when you tell your parents that you want to become a wrestler, what do they say to you?
They said I was crazy. um, that it was gonna pass. It was just, I'm just a little girl. You'll grow up to be something else. Like, this is just a phase. But no, nope. Here I am, a wrestler. And they still think I'm crazy, but they support me, which is good.
How many years have you been in the wrestling business?
2 years, or
Two
almost two
years?
years in February. Yeah.
Okay, why the name Lola the Adventurer? Why?
So during training, so my real name starts with the letter L, but
Okay.
my one of my trainers uh, would always call me Laura because I reminded him of Dora, but he would just call me Laura. And I asked him, like, why do you call me Laura? That's not my name. And then he told me, and he's like, you should maybe try to be Dora and see how it works. So then I tried it, and everyone loved it. I didn't like the name Laura. So I changed it to Lola. and and it was actually really cool too because around that time the Dora movie was coming out, and actually the actress is also Peruvian. So that was a really cool fact to know.
Okay, I have seen you on Instagram, and really, you remind me of Dora the Explorer. I mean, do you have any problem with the people who invented Dora, claiming that maybe you are like doing some gimmick of Dora the Explorer or not?
No.
Oh,
Thankfully, yeah, Nickelodeon or no one has contacted me about that. Because although it is inspired by Dora, Lola is different because she is a wrestler, and uh, and not only that, but I am looking for new ring gear, so it's a little bit more different too. So trying to make it my own and not really copy everything that Dora is. So for instance, I don't really want to carry a monkey around. Maybe I sometimes I have a bird, or sometimes I carry a unicorn. There's different animals, and I love animals in general. So yeah, but
no.
there have been fans though that have said like, oh, you're gonna get sued. I'm like, we'll see. I'll wait until Nickelodeon reaches out and we'll have a conversation.
Okay. That's why I'm asking you because I saw a couple of photos in your Instagram and you look really the same as Dora the Explorer. And I was thinking that I was thinking, what would happen if Nickelodeon contact Lola and say, hey, stop doing the Dora gimmick, because you look exactly like her. I mean, it's like seeing Dora the Explorer, and then you are Laura the Adventurer, it's more or less like the same. So you're saying that maybe you're gonna change a little bit your gimmick?
Not my gimmick. I guess just like my
Oh,
style and how I dress, and maybe like I mentioned before, not um carrying a monkey around, but carrying something else. And I think also the fact that I changed my name isn't Dora the Explorer. I always make that
mhm.
clear because sometimes call me Lola the Explorer, but it's not. It's Lola the Adventurer.
Okay.
Just so I
Uh,
can avoid those
okay.
Nickelodeon, I guess, contacting me.
Okay. I'm gonna explain something to the Spanish people. Lo que estamos
Uh,
hablando es que el personaje que ella realiza, Lola la Aventurera, es más o menos, si ustedes ven una foto, ¿ves? Como aquí, pues, se me fue, como aquí, ¿verdad? Pues más o menos, pues estamos tratando de preguntarle porque tiene una semejanza con el personaje de Dora la Exploradora y pues ella es Lola la Aventurera y pues si ustedes vieron la foto ahora mismo, pues se parece, pues por lo menos ella dice que hasta el momento Nickelodeon pues claro, no le ha dado ninguna advertencia. De hecho, la página de ella se llama Lola's Big Adventures, o sea, la gran aventura de Lola. Have you talked with girl who played Dora on the movie or not?
no,
Okay.
Isabella Merced, that's her real name, who played Dora in the movie. I follow her on Instagram. I try to tag her in things, but she hasn't reached out at all. But if you guys could help me and tag Lola's Big Adventures on her Instagram, that would be great because I would really love to have a conversation with her.
Can you imagine if they call you and they tell you, hey, we need somebody who seems like Dora and we want to use you to do Dora the Explorer Part 2? What would you say? You say yes or no?
Oof. I I don't know. That's a big question because Isabella did a really good job playing Dora.
Mhm.
Um and so I I've always wanted to be an actress, but also I never wanted to be an actress because I'm not good at memorizing lines. um so part of me would want to say yes because it's exciting. Um but I think the nerves and I feel like filling big shoes because like I said, Isabella did a good job. Yeah, that would be a very difficult
But let's
role.
suppose that because you're a wrestler, let's suppose that Dora the Explorer Part 2 have some fighting scenes and they need a double. Maybe you can, your face look exactly the same. Maybe you can do the double and these fighting scenes you can be on them and you can be on them because you look exactly the same. I mean, maybe you don't have to talk, just fight. What
Yes,
do you think?
that I would do for sure. If I could be the stunt double and just wrestle, that would be so great. So if you're a producer watching, please contact whoever to make Dora number 2 be like a wrestler. That would be really cool.
Would you like to be baby face or a heel?
What do I like to be?
Yeah,
Oh, face. I think
face.
because yes, as I'm just a nice person in general, and I've
Okay.
tried to be heel in practice matches, and it's really hard. I just always smile. My face just stays like this. Yeah.
Uh, okay, right now when you enter a ring, you turn a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous.
um, I think it's backstage coming out before my music plays. I'm like super nervous. I'm like, I think I have to go to the bathroom and run away. But no, once the music hits and then you just hear the crowd, it gets me really excited and I forget all the nerves and I'm just there in the moment.
I was just hoping that little kids and when they come to you, they don't see Dora, they see Lola, and they say, "Ah, Lola, I want to be like you. I want to be a wrestler like you, and I want you to be my example." How would you feel if somebody came to you and say those things to you?
Yeah, I mean, there have been a few little girls that have said that already,
Right?
and so I mean, that's really cool to hear, as a person. But it also makes me nervous because I feel like, oh, like if I do something wrong, it's like I failed them. Like, no. But also, it could be a teaching moment to them too, that I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect, and we all fail, but um, or we trip and we mess up. But I think the difference is that when you do something wrong, you have two choices. You could either step down and walk away, or you could continue. And so I just want to show them resilience, that I can keep going every match that I lose, that I still come back.
Okay. Are you independent wrestler or do you belong to any wrestling company?
Um, I am. I mean, I train and I work for Devotion Championship Wrestling, but I do also go to different states to wrestle.
Okay. How does this company feel when they see you with the gimmick of Lola? Do they laugh at you? Do they say, wow, this is interesting? How do they feel?
Yeah, they loved it. They said I should definitely continue doing it, and I just need to be more confident and believe that I am Lola, or Dora. But I guess it's not really, I guess, in the gimmick, but just believing in myself as a person, and to feel comfortable with that. And because really, I mean, Lola is me. I, I love making new friends as a person, and Lola loves making new friends in the ring. And every time they say no, or they say I don't want to be your tag team partner, Lola just keeps trying to be friends still. Like, she forgives them and she loves them, and I feel like I'm kind of like that, um, as a real person too. That when someone hurts me, I of course, feel sad or get mad, but I always try to just put that aside and start all over and continue to be friends.
Ok. Para las personas, miren, otra foto de Lola. Aquí la tienen. That is your real hair, right? That is
Yeah,
not.
it's my real hair. Yeah, it's not a wig, I promise.
Okay. Como pueden ver, vean la diferencia entre aquí y el cabello de ella, que antes de comenzar la entrevista, pues también se lo dejé saber que se nota la diferencia, porque aquí pues, pueden ver su cabello todo lisado, y aquí pues ven la diferencia. Pero miren, you look like a little girl on this photo.
I know. I look like a little girl.
Yeah,
But
on
yeah,
this
I'm
kind
not. No, I'm
of,
just short.
this a bad little girl that went to school and then quit school, and I'm in a gang, I'm a bad girl, you look like that.
I'm not in a gang. No, but I feel like
uh
one day maybe Chola Lola will come out. Possibly.
mm,
We'll see. We'll try it.
okay, but Lola is are you Lola in your real life too, or Lola just Lola? Is there a part
Um,
of you in your real life that is Lola when you are in the gimmick?
yeah. Lola in the ring, she loves going um in adventures, and she likes going places and discovering new things, and that's how I am too. I love traveling. I love trying different kinds of foods and learning about different animals, meeting different people. I've been to different countries too, not wrestling, but just so I love exploring, and I use my map all the time. I use my GPS so I don't get lost. um, so I definitely feel like I'm just Lola in real life.
That's great. That's great. I mean, okay, does your wrestling company have a title that you would love to have right now, or they don't have a like a woman's title right now?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a women's title right now. I know that we are working on one. We just need more women in our company, and uh, I mean, we have a few, but we just need them, I guess, to stay committed.
Okay.
Is the issue. I think it's more
Well,
difficult with girls. Finding girls, I feel like it's always an issue.
maybe if the company have any title, they will be committed, because sometimes you need like a title so you can say, hey, I'm here because I want to win that title. But if the company doesn't have any title, woman will say, what the heck? I'm out of here. I'm tired wrestling guys, only guys. Maybe they need maybe they need a title so more women can come and face Lola.
Yeah, that would be so great. So I'll definitely give them an idea and see if we can come up with one. But yeah.
Okay. Would you love to go to maybe, I don't know, WWE, AEW, Impact Wrestling? What do you think about that?
I'm right now my goal is AEW for sure. Um and one of my dreams is actually to be part of the Jurassic Express. Just coming out with Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt.
I,
Yeah.
I only imagine Lola in the middle of those guys, talking about adventures and everything they want to have. I just imagine that. I mean, maybe you can go. Have you contact them or something like that?
I have not contacted them at all.
Okay.
Um, I definitely want to get a little bit more experience in the ring because I'm
Uh,
still new. But I definitely do want to get in contact with them. And um, also, one of my goals is like to have a match with Abaddon. I feel like that would be great too because she's really scary. I feel like Lola would be kind of scared, but maybe she can try to tame the zombie. Yeah.
can you imagine Lola being a zombie? I can imagine.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe you should look in the mirror and try to put on a makeup like a zombie and say, "Hey, I'm Lola the zombie. I'm the new Lola. But then you will have to change to a heel because seeing Lola face with makeup like a zombie, no, you'll have to be a heel. Can you imagine that in your company? You like being like this Lola zombie and turning to a heel person. Did you imagine it?
I can't. That would be really, really hard to pull off because I feel like as a zombie, I would still be smiling.
Oh my God, could you bust a smiling zombie? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what about Mexico? Would you love like Triple A or the CMLL? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would definitely love to go to Mexico and and wrestle there. I have heard that it's kind of scary. I guess the girls are a little bit more intense. Um, but I would definitely love to try it for sure.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine just sexy star, Taya, Big Mommy, uh, all those girls? I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. Maybe, like you say, with a little bit more of experience, a little more of training, maybe you can do it because anything's possible in this world. You know, you can do anything if you like it. Where can we expect Lola in the next future? What can we expect about her?
Oh man, what can you expect? I'm like, this year has been crazy, so I don't the things that I've even done this year, I didn't expect I was able to be uh wrestle at OVW. That was a pretty big moment for me. Um so I would say just yeah, expect me to travel not only in the surrounding cities of or states of Utah, but hopefully I could go out of country. That's my goal for next year.
Okay.
Is to go to a different country.
Well, Lola, how did you feel with this interview?
Great. It was actually pretty fun. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bueno, mi gente, pues como les dije, antes de comenzar la entrevista, pues la joven estaba un poquito nerviosa. La quisimos ayudar, por eso fue que hicimos la entrevista en inglés. La pueden conseguir, aquí está la página de ella, Lola's Big Adventure, está en Instagram. Bueno, entren ahí, vean sus fotos, vean sus videos y pues, quién sabe, si algún día la podemos ver en México, Estados Unidos. Y sí, sí, se parece un poquito al personaje de Dora, pero ya ella especificó que no ha tenido problemas en Nickelodeon, que sí le gustaría la segunda parte de Dora. En fin, siga su carrera, porque esta es de las pocas luchadoras que usted puede ver, porque siempre estamos expuestos a ver los grandes luchadores y grandes luchadoras. Pero mire, en la lucha libre hay de todo y se puede esperar todo tipo de personajes y eso es lo más importante, uno disfrutarlo, uno gozarlo, dejarse de burla. O sea, no nos burlemos de ningún personaje porque todos hacen lo que pueden en la lucha libre porque la aman, porque la llevan en su sangre. Y tengo una peruana que habla inglés, que es técnica, ellas todos son risas, como ustedes se dieron cuenta de toda la entrevista. Así que, well, Lola, it was a great honor to interview you. You know, I'm going to be following you on Instagram. I love every time that you take a trip and you record a video. It's like having a fun moment. You know, you enjoy everything. You are like that's why I say that you are like a little girl in a candy store because every time you are someplace you're very happy, you're very excited, you're like, hey, here I am, you know, here I am in this part of the world and I'm having a great time. It's really, I really enjoy those videos.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that because yeah, I enjoy going to new places and a recent one I was in Colorado and I was at this like really big hotel. Like it was so big. And so I was like, I'm gonna be here for hours. So I'm just gonna go explore. And so I know one of my videos was like, how many doors does this building have? So I was just counting the doors and I didn't finish because there was a lot of doors.
So I'm really expecting to see more of you. I'm expecting to see more matches of you, and I really appreciate the time you have with us because it was a fun ride. This was like your page. This was like an adventure to me. You know, having somebody like you, I enjoy it. I really enjoy the interview because you're very cute. You're very uh, what can I say? Lovely, uh, uh, kind, and I hope you never change the way. Maybe if you one day decide to turn heel, but never change your way like you are, because that's why I think that little girls always look at you and they support you and people support you and people is like, hey, I'm here to see Lola. Where is Lola? What can
Yeah,
you say about that?
thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Um I always try to be a respectful and kind person because this world already has been crazy. Why bring more problems to people's
Mhm.
lives? So um, yeah, I always try to be a nice and understanding person for sure.
Thank you very much for your time. Bueno, mi gente, esto ha sido todo por el momento. Será hasta la próxima entrevista. Ya ustedes saben, voy a hacer lo posible porque YouTube me permita pues ponerle los subtítulos en español para que la puedan disfrutar. Si no, pues aprendan inglés. Hay que aprender inglés, hay que aprender español, hay que aprender mucho, porque acuérdese, si usted como luchador viaja a países que hay que hablar inglés, usted necesita inglés. Así que, thank you very much once again. Something you want to say to your fans?
Just thank you so much for your support. And hopefully, I'll get to go to Puerto Rico too. So
Así que Japón, Puerto Rico, Estados Unidos, México, aprovechen Lola's Big Adventure en Instagram. Así que esto es todo por el momento. Hasta la próxima.